Welcome to Mathboard. In this video, we are going to solve different problems involving conic sections. Recall that there are four conic sections. We have the parabola, circle, ellipse, and hyperbola. So, a parabola is formed when the plane cuts one of the cone. Then, for the circle, it is formed when the plane cuts the cone perpendicular to the axis. But when it is not perpendicular to the axis, an ellipse is formed. And when the plane cuts the two cones, a hyperbola is formed. Also, we have degenerate conics. So the first one is when the plane passes through the vertex, we have a point. Okay? Then when the plane is tangent or just touching the surface of the cone, the double nape cone, we have a straight line. And the plane passes through the vertex and intersects the two cones, we have the two intersecting lines. So the degenerate conics are the point, straight line or line, and intersecting lines. Let's solve the first problem about circle. What is the equation of the circle with radius of 3 units and the center is located at the origin? Take note that when the center is located at the origin, the standard equation follows x squared plus y squared equals r squared. And since our value of r here is 3 units, the standard equation would be x squared plus y squared equals 3 squared. And finally, the equation is x squared plus y squared equals 3 times 3, 9. Second, find the equation of the circle if its center is at 0, 0 and has a diameter of 6 square root of 3 units. Since the center is also located at the origin, we can still use this equation. But since the diameter is given with d equals 6 square root of 3 units, we know that the radius is just half the diameter. Therefore, r equals 6 square root of 3 divided by 2, which is 6 divided by 2 is 3 square root of 3 units. Therefore, the equation of the circle will be x squared plus y squared equals 3 square root of 3 raised to 2. And that is x squared plus y squared equals 3 squared, so 3 times 3 is 9. Then cancel the square root, 9 times 3, 27. So this is the equation of the given circle. How about this one? The center of the circle is at negative 4, 3 and it's tangent to the y-axis. Find the equation. Take note that if we have a circle, then the center is at negative 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3. So this is the center. Then tangent to the y-axis, so this could be most probably this is the circle, like this. This is tangent to the y-axis. Therefore, the radius of the circle would be this one, right? Which is 1, 2, 3, 3 units. Okay? So the center is at negative 4, 3. Therefore, the radius is 3 units. I'm so sorry. It should be 4 units from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. So this should be 4. Okay? The center is not at the origin, therefore the standard equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. This is our h, this is our k. Therefore, the equation would be x, since h is negative 4, this becomes x plus 4 squared plus y, then k is 3, so minus 3 squared equals the radius 4 units, therefore 4 squared. Therefore, we have x plus 4 squared plus y minus 3 squared equals 4 times 4, 16. So, this would be the equation, the standard equation of the given circle. Disclaimer, in case I made a mistake, kindly send me a message so that I can correct it. Thank you. We proceed to the next one. The center of the circle is at negative 4, negative 2, and it passes through 1, 3. Find the equation. So, the given here is center at negative 4, negative 2, and a point at 1, 3. So, to determine the equation, we need the center as well as the radius. But since the given are center and a point, we have to first use the distance formula to get the radius. We know that the distance formula states d equals square root of x sub 1 minus x sub 2 squared plus y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared. We can use r. So, r equals the square root of, this is our x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, then y sub 2. So, x sub 1 is negative 4, x sub 2 is 1. So, minus 1 squared plus y sub 1 is negative 2, y sub 2 is 3. Then squared. So, r equals negative 4 minus 1, that's negative 5 squared plus negative 2 minus 3 is also negative 5 squared. Therefore, r is equal to the square root of negative 5 squared is 25, and negative 5 squared again is also 25. So, 25 plus 25, therefore, r is equal to square root of 50. Therefore, r squared equals 50. We just remove the square root. So, we can now have the equation. So, we have the center at negative 4, negative 2, and the radius at r squared rather equals 50. Following this equation, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So, x, negative 4 yung h, this becomes plus 4 squared plus y, negative 2 yung y, yung k rather, so this becomes plus 2. Then, r squared equals 50. So, yan yung ating equation ng circle. X plus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 50. Let's proceed to the parabola. Find the equation of the parabola given that the vertex is 0, 0, focus at 0, 1, directrix y is negative 1. If we are going to plot this one, 0, 1 here, this is the focus, and the directrix is negative 1 here. So, this is our directrix. Therefore, the parabola opens upward, given that the vertex is located at the origin. Thus, the standard equation follows x squared equals 4py. And we know that p ay distance yan from the vertex to the focus. And we know that from the vertex to focus, that is 1 unit. P equals 1. So, therefore, the equation would be x squared equals 4 times 1 y, which is x squared equals 4y. How about this one? The focus is at 3, 0. The directrix is x plus 3 equals 0. So, x plus 3 equals 0 is the same as x equals negative 3. We are going to plot the points. So, 3, 0 would be here. This is the focus. And this is the directrix. So, therefore, the parabola opens to the right, given that P equals 3 units. So, the equation would be y squared equals 4px. And thus, we have y squared equals 4 times p, 3x. We have y squared equals 4 times 3, 12x. Next, the vertex is at negative 2, 3 and the focus is at 1, 3. We plot the points. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is the vertex. Negative 2, positive 3. Then we have the focus at 1, 3. This is the focus. So negative 2, 3 yung vertex, 1, 3 yung focus. Looking at the equation, the points, the parabola opens to the right. And therefore, by inspection, P is equal to what? From the vertex, we count 1, 2, 3. And that is 3 units. So, negative 2 minus 1 is just negative 3. Absolute value is 3. Then, the vertex is negative 2, 3. So, ito ang ating H. Ito yung ating K. Opens to the right, the equation would be y minus k squared equals 4p x minus h. Substitution, so y, our k is 3, so minus 3 squared equals 4 times p, so 3 times x, your h is negative 2, this becomes plus 2. So you have y minus 3 squared equals 4 times 3, that's 12, x plus 2. So this is the equation of the given parabola. Next, the vertex is at 2, negative 3, passes through the point negative 1, 6, and the axis parallel to the y-axis. So, if we plot the points, so the vertex is at 2, negative 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. This is the vertex, that is 2, negative 3. Then, passes through the point negative 1, 6. This is negative 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a point, negative 1, 6. Then, the axis is parallel to the y-axis. So, kung parallel to the y-axis, the opening is either what? Up or down. But since this is the point and this is the vertex, it opens more or less ganyan yung graph, so it opens upward, right? Since the vertex, the axis is parallel to the y-axis. Kapag parallel to y-axis, ang opening lang yan ay up or down. Yung axis ay parallel sa y-axis. Kapag naman ang axis or axis of symmetry ay parallel sa x-axis, ang opening niyan ay either left or right. Since it opens upward, we have a point, the vertex, 2, negative 3, and a given point na negative 1, 6. We need to solve first for the value of p, right? So the equation would be x minus h squared equals 4p y minus k. Okay, so this is our h, this is our k, this is our x, this is our y. Then we substitute. So ang x natin ay negative 1, ang h ay 2, so minus 2 squared equals 4p. Ang y, 6. Then ang k, negative 3, so plus 3. We check again. So x is negative 1, correct. H is 2, so minus 2 squared equals 4p. Then, ang ating y is 6, correct. Then ang k, negative 3, so becomes plus 3. Negative 1 minus 2, that's negative 3 squared equals 4p. 6 plus 3, 9. Negative 3 squared is 9. Then 4p times 9, that's 36p. So dividing both sides by 36. So cancel. Therefore, p equals 9 over 36, or in lowest term, that's 1/4. Okay? So we can now solve for the equation using this one. So x, our h is 2, so minus 2 squared equals 4 times the value of p, 1/4 times y, k is negative 3, so plus 3. Simplify, so we have x minus 2 squared equals 4 times 1/4, this will be cancelled, so become 1 times y plus 3. Finally, the standard equation would be x minus 2 squared equals y plus 3. No need to write the 1. Okay? Clear tayo dun? So, we proceed to the next problem. Let's proceed to the ellipse. So, the center is at 0, 0. The major axis is on the y-axis. The length of the major axis is 24 and the length of the minor axis is 18. So, when the major axis is on the y-axis and the center is at the origin, the equation follows x squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared equals 1. Right? X squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared equals 1. The length of the major axis is 24, therefore 2a equals 24, and thus a equals 24 divided by 2, that's 12, meaning a squared equals 12 times 12, 144. Then the length of the minor axis is 18, therefore 2b is equal to 18, right? Therefore b equals 18 divided by 2, that's 9. Then b squared is 9 times 9, 81. So our standard equation would be x squared divided by 81 plus y squared divided by 144 equals 1. Next one. The vertices are at 0 plus minus square root of 7 and the co-vertices are at plus minus square root of 5, 0. Since we have 0 and a non-zero coordinates in the vertices and co-vertices, we can say that still the center is located at the origin. Ngayon, titingnan nyo yung vertices. Ang magkaibang coordinate ay y. We have positive square root of 7 and we have negative square root of 7. Therefore, the major axis for this case is vertical. Okay? Kasi magkaiba nga yung y-coordinate ng vertices. So, ang equation niya, yung kanina rin, x squared over b squared plus y squared over a squared equals 1. Ngayon, ano ang a natin? Ang a, yung nasa vertices, which is square root of 7. Then, kapag in-square mo ang square root of 7, that is 7. Ang b natin yung co-vertices, which is square root of 5. Therefore, b squared is equal to 5. Thus, the standard equation of an ellipse is x squared over 5 plus y squared over 7 is equal to 1. Clear? How about this one? The foci are at 4, 2 plus minus square root of 5, and the vertices are at 4, 5, 4, negative 1. Ngayon, that's very simple. We have to just get first the orientation of the ellipse to determine the equation. Look at the vertices. We have 4 in the x, then 5, and negative 1 in the y. Since y coordinates are different, 5 and negative 1, the major axis is still vertical. So we have a vertical major axis. But since the center is not at the origin, the equation follows x minus h squared over b squared plus y minus k squared over a squared equals 1. The next one that we have to do is to find the center. Simply, the center is just the foci without square root of 5. Therefore, that is 4, 2. Also, you can find the center by getting the vertices, the center or the midpoint the midpoint between the two vertices. We just add the x and divided by 2 as well as the y. 4 plus 4 is 8, divided by 2 is 4. 5 plus negative 1 is 4, divided by 2, that's 2. So the center is 4, 2. By looking at the foci, we have square root of 5 here. This means that c equals square root of 5. And thus, c squared is equal to 5. Okay? Then, to locate the value of a, or to find the value of a, you just have to find the distance from the center to any of the two vertices. Either 4, 5 or 4, negative 1. Let's say 4, 5. How far is 5 from 2? That is 5 minus 2, 3. Like negative 1. How far is, this should be a comma here, negative 1 from 2. So negative 1 minus 2, that's negative 3. So a is equal to 3. Thus, a squared is 3 times 3, 9. Since we need the value of b squared, we have to use this formula again. C squared equals a squared minus b squared. But we are looking for b squared. We transpose b squared to the left, so it becomes positive. Then we have a squared minus c squared. Okay? Substitution. Our a squared is 9, c squared is 5. Then 9 minus 5, 4. Okay? Now, we can now find the equation. Locate that. Take note again that the center is at 4, 2. This is our h. This is our k. Thus, the equation of the circle is x. H is 4. So, x minus 4 squared. Yes. Divided by b squared, yun yung 4 natin, plus y, yung k naman is 2, so minus 2 squared divided by a squared, 9, equals 1. So, yan na yung ating equation. Next, let's have this one. P and Q are the farthest points on the ellipse from the center. The distance between P and Q is 18 and the length of the vertical minor axis is 10. Center is at the origin. Take note of this one. The minor axis is vertical, therefore the major axis is horizontal. So this looks like this one. Sabi dyan, P and Q are the farthest points on the ellipse from the center. This is the center since origin ang center. P and Q are the farthest points. The farthest points are just the vertices of the transverse axis. Therefore, this could be your P and this could be your Q. Sabi dito, the distance between P and Q is 18. So, ito yung 9. Negative 9. So, yung A natin dyan is 9. Kasi, ang length ng transverse axis mo dyan ay yung distance ng PQ, which is 18. So, 2A is equal to 18. So, A is 9. Therefore, A squared is 81. Okay? Ngayon, yung ating 2B is 10. Length ng minor axis. Therefore, B is 10 divided by 2, 5. And B squared, 25. So, horizontal yung major axis. The equation is x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is 1. So, substitution, x squared over a squared is 81 plus y squared divided by 25 equals 1. Let's proceed to the hyperbola. The first one is, the foci are at 2, 3, and 2, 9. The vertices are at 2, 4, and 2, 8. Looking at the coordinates of the foci, we have different y coordinates as well as the vertices. Therefore, the transverse axis is vertical. And when the transverse axis is vertical, the equation is y minus k squared over a squared minus x minus h squared over b squared equals 1. Yung vertices natin, pwede natin kunin ang center doon by getting the midpoint. So, 2 plus 2 is 4, divided 2 is 2. Then, 4 plus 8 is 12, divided by 2, 6. Pwede rin naman natin kunin yung midpoint ng foci, yun din lang yung center. So, 2, 2, so 2 din yan. Then, 3 plus 9, 12, divided by 2, ay 16 lang. Ngayon, kunin natin yung A. Ang A is the distance from the center to the vertex. So, pwede natin yung 2, 4 to 2, 6. So, 6 minus 4, that's 2. So, A squared is 2 times 2, 4. How far is 6 from 4? That is 4, 5, 6. So, 2. Then, C muna yung kukunin natin. Kasi, ang given dyan ay yung foci. How far is 2, 3 from 2, 6? That's 3. Right? Or 2, 9 from 2, 6. 9 minus 6 is also 3. So, c squared equals 9. Ngayon, alam natin ang formula ay c squared equals a squared plus b squared pagdating sa hyperbola. So, ang nawawala ay b squared. Therefore, we have c squared minus a squared. Ngayon, substitute nyo lang. Ang c squared ay 9. A squared is 4. Therefore, 9 minus 4, 5. Ngayon, makukuha natin yung equation natin. So, y, ang ating h ay 2. Ito ang ating k, yung 6. So, y minus 6 is squared divided by a squared, which is 4, minus x minus 2 squared divided by b squared, which is 5, equals 1. So, yan na yung ating equation. Okay, next, the foci are at negative 1, 3 and negative 7, 3. The length of the conjugate axis is 2. So, looking at the foci, pag tinignan natin yung foci, magkaiba ang x-coordinates. So, kung magkaiba ang x-coordinate ng foci, ang transverse axis natin, horizontal. Okay? So, kung horizontal yung transverse axis, ang equation ay x minus h squared over a squared plus y minus k, rather minus, sorry, it should be minus y minus k squared over b squared equals 1. Okay, yan ang equation. Ngayon, kunin natin ang coordinates ng center. So, ang center ay yung midpoint ng foci. So, i-add lang natin, negative 1 plus negative 7, negative 8. Divided by 2, that's negative 4. Then, common naman yung 3, so we just copy. Okay, so negative 1 plus negative 7, negative 8, divide 2, negative 4. Makukuha na natin ang c, because c is the distance from center to focus. So, how far is negative 1 from negative 4? Or how far is negative 7 sa negative 4? 3 yon. So, therefore, c squared is 3 times 3, 9. Then, ang length ng conjugate axis ay 2. So, 2a, rather 2b equals 2. And thus, b is equal to 2 divided by 2, 1. And b squared is also 1. Kailangan natin yung value ng a squared. Kung babalikan, c squared equals a squared plus b squared. Ngayon, ang nawawala ay si a squared. So, ang formula dyan ay a squared equals c squared minus b squared. Then, a squared is equal to 9 minus 1. And that is equal to 8. Okay? Then, ito ang ating b squared. So, ang center ay a, negative 4, 3. So, ito yung ating h, ito yung ating k. So, ang equation niya ay x, ang h is negative 4, so plus 4 squared divided by ang a squared natin, yung 8. Minus y, ang k, positive 3, so minus 3 squared divided by b squared. 1 equals 1. Pwede na yan, or kung gusto mong hindi ilagay yung 1, okay lang. So, or x plus 4 squared over 8 minus y minus 3 squared equals 1. Okay? Okay, we proceed to the real-life application. So, how high is the parabolic arc of span 20 feet and height of 16 feet at a distance 5 feet from the center? So, parabolic yung arc. Okay, parabolic. Okay, ngayon, sabi dyan, ang width ay 20 feet. So, ito ay 10. This would be negative 10. Then, ang height, 16 feet. So, ngayon, makikita natin dyan na ang vertex ay located at this point. Okay? So, ang vertex niyan ay at 0, 16. Ngayon, ang tinatanong is yung height at a distance 5 feet from the center. So, ito, height na to. So, yun yung y. So, may point tayo na 5y. Okay? So, yan ay parabola that opens downward. So, ang equation yan ay x minus h squared equals negative 4p y minus k. Isosolve muna natin yung p given the vertex at 0, 16. May isa pa bang point na pwede tayong magamit para masolve si p? Pwede ito, right? Which is 10, 0. Okay? 10, 0. So, ito ang ating gagamiting x sub 1. It should be h then k xy. So, x minus h squared equals negative 4p y minus k. Substitute lang natin. Ang x ay 10, ang h ay 0. Negative 4p, ang y ay 0, k ay 16. 10 minus 0 is 10 raised to 2. Then negative 4p, 0 minus 16, negative 16, 10 times 10, 100, negative 4p times negative 16, that's 64p. So, dividing both sides by 64. So, this will be cancelled. P equals 100 divided by 64. Or kung ilo-lowest term natin ang 100 over 64, yan ay 2516. So, ibalik natin yung equation. May pina tayo. So, use x minus h squared equals negative 4p y minus k. So, hk lang at saka yung p ang i-plug in natin. So, x, ang h natin 0. So, x minus 0 squared equals negative 4 times the value of P, 25 over 16 times Y. Ang K natin ay 16. So, we have x squared equals negative 25. 16 divide 4, that's 4. Kung gusto mong i-multiply, 4 times 25, that's 100 over 16. Pag nag-lowest term ka, negative 25 over 4 din lang yon. Okay, so, yan yung ating standard equation. Ngayon, isosolve natin yung value ng P. Value ng Y, right? So, may point tayo na 5Y. I-substitute lang natin. Ang X ay 5, missing si Y. Sa standard equation na to. So, 5 squared is equal to negative 25 over 4 Y minus 16. So, 25 yun, yung 5 squared. Then, negative 25 divided by 4 Y minus 16. 4 times 25, that's 100, right? 4 times 25. Then, may iwan dito si negative 25 times Y minus 16. Then, dividing both sides by negative 25. So, makakancel yan. That's 100 divided negative 25. That's negative 4 equals Y minus 16. So, transpose si negative 16 to the right, to the left. So, plus 16 equals Y. So, anong Y natin? Y, yung height natin is negative 4 plus 16. That's 12 feet. So, yan yung height at a distance 5 feet from the center. Ngayon, kapag naman sinabing ang hinahanap ay height at a distance 5 feet from the endpoint of the arc, so, mag-subtract ka para makuha mo yung x. Hindi mismo kung anong given doon, yun ang gagamitin mo. Isusubtract mo siya doon sa actual na length para makuha mo yung gagamitin mong x. Kung nandito, ito, mula dito hanggang doon ang given, iba yung case nun. You have to think of that. Next, the cable of a suspension bridge has supporting towers which are 70 feet high and 500 feet apart. If the lowest point of the cable is 20 feet above the floor of the bridge, find the height of the cable 80 feet from the center of the span. So, kung i-drawing natin yan, ito yung ating parabola. Parang ganyan siya. Then, ito yung tower. Alright. So, the cable of a suspension bridge supporting tower 70 feet high. So, 70 feet yan. Then, 500 feet apart. So, this could be 250. Ito, negative 250 rin lang. Ngayon, sabi dyan, ang lowest point ay 20 feet above the floor. So, ito, 20 feet. Ngayon, ang vertex niyan, 0, 20. Alam na natin yan. 0, 20. So, ito yung vertex, 0, 20. Then, may point tayo dito na 250, 70. Okay, 250, 70. Okay? Ang parabola natin opens upward, kaya yan ay nasa equation na x minus h squared equals 4p y minus k. Kasi kukunin muna natin yung value ng p. So, may given tayong vertex and may point na 250, 70. Kung i-label natin, ito ang ating h, ito ang k, ito ang x, ito ang y. So, isolve lang natin. So, we have, ang x natin ay 250, ang h natin ay 0, then 4p, ang y, 70, ang k, 20. That's 250 squared equals 4p, then 70 minus 20, that's 50. So, 25 times 25, that's 625. Then, we put 2 zeros here. Then, 50 times 4, that's 5 times 4, 20. So, 200p. Then, dividing both sides. So, p is equal to 62,500 divided by 200. Okay, calculate lang natin. So, 625 over 2. So, balik tayo sa equation. So, x, ang h natin ay 0. So, x minus 0 squared equals 4 times 625 divided by 2 times y minus k, which is 20. So, x minus 0, that's x squared. Then, 625, 2 over 4, so 1 half yan. So, 625 times 4 divide 2, so 1 to 50. Kasi 4 divided by 2 is 2 times 1, 625. 1 to 50 times y minus 20. So, yan yung ating standard equation. X squared equals 1 to 50 times y minus 20. Ngayon, isolve na natin yung tanong dito na find the height of the cable 80 feet from the center. Ito yon, yung 80 feet, kukunin yung height ng cable, yung y. So, magkakaroon tayo ng point dito na 80 y. Hahanapin natin yung y, yung height ng cable, kung saan 80 feet siya mula dun sa center. So, change the color. So, may point tayo na 80y. I-substitute lang natin dito sa standard equation. Ang x ay 80. So, 80 squared equals 1 to 50 times y minus 20. 8 times 8, so 64. 0 equals 1 to 50 times y minus 20. Then, divide both sides by 1 to 50. So, 64 divide 1 to 50. 128 over 25. So, 128 over 25 equals y minus 20. Yung 64 over 1250, yun yung 128 over 25. Then, transpose lang natin yung negative 20. This becomes 128 over 25 plus 20. And that becomes 25.12 in decimal. So, yan na yung ating answer. So, 25.12 feet. Next. A certain bridge arc is in the shape of the top half of an ellipse. Of an ellipse 138 feet wide and 26.3 feet high. At what horizontal distance from the center of the arc is the height equal to 12.1 feet? Give your answer accurate to 2 decimal places. Dito naman, semi-ellipse or half ellipse yung given. Okay, parang ganyan siya. Ang width niya ay 138. So, i-divide natin yung 138 sa 2. What is... that is 69, right? So, pwede natin gawing 69 ito. So, negative 69. Then, yung height ay 26.3. So, ang A natin dyan, 69. Therefore, ang A squared mo dyan is 69 squared. What is 69 squared? Calculate lang natin. For 761. Then, ang B mo, yung height, 26.3. So, ang B squared, 26.3 times 26.3. 69169. Ngayon, ang tinatanong sa problem ay yung height, yung horizontal distance pala 12.1 feet ito. Kung ito daw ang height na 12.1 feet, gaano kahaba yan? So, x yan. So, anong coordinates ng point na to? X yung missing. So, x 12.1. So, So, makukuha naman na natin yung equation dyan. Kasi meron tayong a squared at saka b squared. Ellipse yan na major axis is horizontal. Origin ang center. So, x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. Siya nga pala, kahit ang gamitin na lang natin ditong a squared class ay 69 squared and 26.3 squared. Pareho lang naman yun. So, x squared, ang a mo ay 69, so 69 squared plus y squared, ang b mo 26.3 squared. Ngayon, equals 1. Meron tayong given na mayroon tayong missing na x, may y tayong 12.1. Pwede na natin ipalit yun sa y. So, we have x squared over 69 squared. Hindi natin gagamitin itong dalawang to. Okay lang naman to. Kung ito ang sagot mong standard equation, okay lang yan. Kung gusto mong gawing ganito yung a squared at ganito yung b squared, okay din lang. Okay? Kasi tuturo ko sa inyo yung diretsong pagsosolve para isang beses lang kayo magdedesimal. Okay, so ang y natin 12.1. So 12.1 squared divided by 26.3 squared equals 1. So x squared over 69.2, i-transpose na natin yun. So 1 minus 12.1 squared divided by 26.3 squared. Ngayon, pwede mo nang i-multiply yung 69.2 doon. Dinediretso natin para hindi tayo maraming sinusulat or maraming kinocompute. 69.2 itatimes sa right side times 1 minus 12.1 squared divided by 26.3 is squared. Ayan. Okay? So, itong, may squared yung 69.2 ha. Ayan, 69.2, i-cross multiply mo doon, i-multiply mo doon. Kaya maging 69.2 squared times itong buong to. 1 minus 12.1 squared divided by 26.3 squared. Kung gusto mo namang is-decimal na agad dito, pwede, pero kasi medyo magkakaroon ng discrepancy sa sagot. Ngayon, ito na siya. Ay, ang hinahanap mo ay x. Ay, di-extract mo na yung square root. Tanggalin mo na lang yung square, then gawin mong square root. Kaya maging x equals square root of. So, ito yung kagandahan nito, class. Kasi pag nag-enter ka sa calculator, isang beses mo lang yan gagawin. Ganyan lang yan. 1 minus 12.1 squared divided by 26.3 squared. Yan, i-calculate mo yan, diretso, makukuha ang value ng x dyan, 61.26 feet. And yan na yung sagot na hinahanap natin. Yung 61.26 feet. So, makikita nyo, dun lang tayo sa last part ng calculator. Hindi tayo nag-calculate at the middle of the solution. Siya nga pala, pag ang tinanong na is the width such that the height is 12.1, yung buong yon. So, itatimes mo lang siya sa 2. Pero ang sinasabi naman kasi ay distance from the center. So, ito yung center hanggang dun sa height na 12.1. Kaya yung x lang yon, 61.26 feet. So, ganyan lang siya. Okay, last one. Okay. So, the cross-section of a nuclear power plant's cooling tower is in the shape of a hyperbola. Suppose the tower has a base diameter of 196 meters and the diameter of the narrowest point 72 meters above the ground is 66 meters. If the diameter at the top of the tower is 132 meters, how tall is the tower? Ngayon, yun muna ang mga given. Kunin natin. Sabi dito, the base diameter is 198. So, ito daw yun. Kung isipin natin, ito yung 198. So, from the center up to this point, yun yung radius. So, ang radius is 198 divided by 2, 99. Right? 99 siya. Sabi dito, yung narrowest point daw ay 66 meters. Ito yung narrowest point. Yun yung ating transverse axis. So, 66 divided 2. So, that's 33. So, ito, negative 33. Para lang makita natin 66 siya. Ang height niya daw mula sa ground ay 72 meters. So, mula dyan hanggang dun sa ground ay 72 meters. Ngayon, ang hinahanap dyan, yung height ng tower. Mayroon na tayong 72, hahanapin pa natin ito. H na yan. Sabihin natin H yan. Paano yan? Or sabihin natin Y para hindi tayo malito. So, Y. Ngayon, makikita natin dyan na yan ay parabolic in shape na ang transverse axis ay horizontal. Kaya ang equation niyan ay x squared divided by a squared minus y squared over b squared equals 1. Then, ang a natin yung center to this point which is 33 units. So, ang a natin dyan, 33. Okay? Ngayon, hindi natin alam yung b. Isosolve natin yan. Pero, kailangan natin ng isang point. Anong pwedeng gamitin nating point? So, ito lang yung possible. Kasi may x tayo dito na 99. Tapos, meron tayong vertical distance na 72. Kaso, below siya ng x-axis. So, negative 72 yan. Gagamitin natin yan. So, substitute lang natin ito yung 33 sa a. So, a squared, x squared rather, equals a squared mo is 33. So, 33 is squared minus y squared over b squared equals 1. O, di yan pa lang yung equation. Ngayon, isosolve natin yung value ng b squared. Gagamitin natin yung 9972. Yung 99 ng x, yung 72 ang y. I-substitute nyo lang dito. Ang x ay 99. So, 99 squared over 33 squared minus 72 squared divided by b squared equals 1. So, pwedeng ganito para maganda yung tingnan. Hindi masyadong maraming negative. So, ang i-transpose mo yung 1 sa left. Magiging minus 1. Then, ito, ang dali mo sa right. Negative siya, dalhin sa right. Magiging, this is 72 ha. So, makamali to. So, negative 72 over b squared, magiging positive siya. O, para hindi tayo malito. 72 over b squared. Then, 99 squared divided by 33 squared. O, ay yung sagot dyan, 9. Minus 1 equals 72 divided by b squared. Ano ba yung 9 minus 1 na yan? That's 8. So, 8 equals 72 over b squared. Then, 8 times b squared equals 72. So, divide by 8. So, b squared equals 9. So, i-check natin at parang may mali tayo dito. So, ang x natin ay 99. O, siya nga pala. Ito negative dapat. Oh, may mali nga. Sorry. Mag-erase tayo kasi dapat negative. Dapat ay negative 72. Squared pa siya. Sorry. Kaya nagulat din ako sa answer. Wait lang ha. Pasensya. Okay, ngayon ito. Di ba mag 99 squared over 32 squared. So, 99 squared. Ito dapat may negative 72 squared yan. 33 squared. Then, yung 1 ang dadali natin. Gagawin na itong negative 1 equals magiging negative 72 squared over b squared. At dinala natin yung 1 sa left lang, kaya nag-negative 1. Yung negative 72 squared over b squared, dinala sa right, kaya naging positive. Pero wag mong babaguhin yung sign ng negative. Although, kahit naman positive or negative yan, magiging positive pa rin kasi i-square mo. So, 99 squared divided by 33 squared, 9. Ang sagot dyan, minus 1 equals, what is 72 squared? Ika-calculate natin ha. So 72 squared, that's 5184. 5184 over b squared. 9 minus 1, that's 8, equals 5184 over b squared. Then multiply yung 8 sa b squared, so 8. b squared equals 5184. So pasensya na kung medyo naguguluhan ha. So 5184 divided by 8, that is 648. O ayan na, mayroon na tayong b squared. So 648. Ngayon, kung kukunin natin yung a squared, 33 squared yun, di ba? 1089. So anong standard equation natin? So ang standard equation ay x squared over ang 33 squared, ang value niya ay 1089 minus y squared over 648 equals 1. Ngayon, kailangan nating isolve itong value ng y gamit yung equation. Kasi sabi naman dito, the diameter of the top is 132. So, kung 132, i-divide mo yan by 2, 66 yan. So, yung radius mula dito hanggang doon ay 66. So, may point tayo dito na pwedeng gamitin para masolve si y, which is 66y. Ayan. Gamit ang equation na to, i-substitute mo lang si 66 kay x, masosolve mo na yung y. Okay, so balikan natin equation, x squared over 1089 minus y squared divide 648 equals 1. Ang x mo, 66. So, 66 squared divided by 1089 minus y squared divide 648 equals 1. Ano ba yung 66 squared na yan? 4356. 4356 divide 1089 minus y squared over 648 equals 1. Andalin natin si 1 sa kabila. Pampatanggal ito. Positive 1 maging minus 1. Then itong y squared 648 magiging positive. Dadalhin sa right. O, 4356 4356 over 1089. Then minus 1. Ang sagot dyan ay 3 pala, o 3 lang. So 3 equals y squared 648. Then multiply mo lang yung 648 kay 3. So y squared equals times 648, 1944. O then kunin ang square root ni 1944. Kaning square root ng 1944. 44.09. 44.09. Ngayon, ano ang height? So, therefore, dito ko ilalagay ha. So, the height is just the 72 sa baba plus 44.09. So, 44.09 plus 72, that is 116.09 meters. Okay, so yan yung ating answer. 116.09 meters. Okay, so hanggang dyan na lang muna yung ating review lesson. Sana naintindihan ninyo kahit papaano or makakatulong sana to para maipasa niya yung pagsusulit nyo. Okay, so God bless you all.